Sweet. All right. I was just going to say a swear word.
7 seconds.
7
You gotta
seconds.
wait 7 seconds.
Okay.
I think you're good now.
My birthday's you want therapy, bitches. All right.
We love it.
It's okay. It has its place. You
And where
said
where is that place?
way over here?
Okay.
Way over here. And you said something that cracked me up when we were talking about therapy. Because you said you had too much. I've not had enough. I said, I have had plenty. Thank you very
And
much.
I need more. So why do we differ in that opinion?
So I begrudgingly went to therapy. Because actually it started with COVID. I had to wear a mask.
Oh yeah, you could not wear a
I
mask.
could not wear a mask. It panicked me. And in order to go back to work, I had to be able to wear a mask. So I got a 30-day reprieve to work from home and saw a therapist. And I said, I need to wear a mask. Can't wear a mask. Fix me within 30 days. I've got 30 days. Ready, set, go. And so he started talking, very nice gentleman, and it was all, of course, over the computer. And after the first visit, I was like, okay, we got to speed this up. I can't do this. We got to speed it up.
So was there maybe a little anxiety in the therapy itself?
I know. I just wanted to be done. I just wanted to be able to get the mask on my face and not panic.
Okay.
He talked about EDMR. And I said, is it faster? And he goes, oh, yeah. I said, let's do this. EDMR
I remember that.
My mother fluffing ass.
Look it up. EDMR.
Yes. I thought it was nuts. I was like, how is this going to do anything? My first session with that, I don't think I have cried so hard. And I can remember I was working, and it's like, okay, I'll be back in an hour. I was done the rest of the day.
Oh, you mean you were at work and you had a therapy session?
Well, I was working from home.
Got it.
So I worked, and then I had a therapy
and you
session.
couldn't even go back.
No. It was nuts. Now, would I recommend it to folks? Absolutely. When you're ready. I was not ready. Did it get me to where I needed to be? Yes. And the fact that I could wear a mask. Did it open up a whole crap ton of worms? Yes. So if you're not ready to deal with your shit, don't do EDMR. If you
Well, what about therapy in itself? Let's chat about that.
We do differ a lot in that.
I am moderately depressed. And you are
unmedicated ADHD.
There you go.
This is my medicine. It's caffeine. Talk therapy to me doesn't go quickly enough. And I feel
they just don't get to the point.
They don't.
That's an ADHD thing, right?
And I already feel like I know what I need to do. Now you're going to tell me what I need to do? And I don't know why that irritates me. Maybe, I mean, I might have an issue with authority. And so maybe I put them in an authority figure.
Well, like being told what to do.
Situation.
Maybe.
So for me, talk therapy, and I am not against talk therapy. For me personally, it irritated me more than anything. I mean, irritated me to the core.
Well,
so what do you find, Madam Pro talk therapy lady?
I like the idea of talking to somebody in a safe space.
That's why I have you.
I hear you're cheap. Or I'm cheap, I guess.
Well, a little bit of both.
Yeah. So that's a big part for me. Point. I've processed a lot. I have also done EMDR a couple times, and yeah, it's fairly intense. I still struggle with keeping my emotions in. Not that you're fabulous.
What do you mean keeping them in? Because I can keep my emotions in sometimes. I can keep. Fuck it. No, I can't. I can't. And if I try to keep it in, this will tell you exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah, my face can give me away. Well, so I mean, back to therapy. I think that we're good examples of I engage in it. It's not as beneficial for you. And the thing is, you should never go if you don't want to, or you're not in,
Right.
wanting to deal with really hard stuff. And that's okay.
Right. No, absolutely. I think when I first started, it might have not been the best reason to start.
Okay. So possibly a misguided motivation
Maybe.
or a requirement.
It was a requirement, and that was the only reason why I did it. I will say though that it oftentimes takes something like that for me to get to the point of doing what it is that I need to do.
I think that's normal. You just hit a point that you can't go any lower. You just kind of hit that wall.
Yeah.
And you need help getting over it.
Yeah. And I didn't realize how useful therapy could be, even for me in a short amount of time.
Well, you're very focused.
Very much so. There were specific things that I wanted to deal with and then just be done.
And I mean, that's great.
Right.
I mean, there's no problem with that at all.
No. So I think that I will share that I was diagnosed with PTSD, and I told my therapist, bless his pea picking heart, I call bullshit. And I tried to talk him out of getting that diagnosis. And he was like, but you checked all the boxes. I was like, unchecked the boxes.
So was it because it was a label, or because it was going to your insurance, or
because I didn't think, to be quite honest, it was a shame thing.
That makes sense.
Yes, because I felt like it was for our soldiers, people who had been through something like that, or our.
You didn't think your trauma was bad enough.
I didn't think that and so I felt like it was unnecessarily put upon me when I was not in an EMS situation. I was not a policeman. I was not a soldier. And
so minimizing. So we tend to minimize our trauma. Sometimes people will say you have small t trauma and large, big T, capital T trauma. And trauma is trauma.
Absolutely. And I think we need to take the small t and the little t out, because it just depends on how you react to it. And there's nothing wrong. So one person can have the same trauma but react totally differently.
Or not have a support system.
Exactly. It truly depends on so many other factors. So I did fire that therapist because I didn't get what I wanted. So I felt like I was advocating for myself.
You set a boundary.
So I went to a different therapist, and he asked me why, and I was like, I just feel like I have things I need to work out. Did not tell him PTSD. So apparently, I don't know if I wear it on my face, but if it's a norm, so he's like, okay, well, let's ask, let's go over these questions.
They do have questionnaires that are evidence-based, just saying.
So I did the questionnaire with him, and he goes, okay, here's part of the, and PTSD was on there again. And I was like, I disagree. And we had a good discussion about it. I did not get my way. Booted him. Went to my third therapist within 3 months. Third therapist adored him. He would not remove the diagnosis, and he got my number pretty quickly.
Yeah, he did.
I think it was by visit 2 where he just called me on my shit. And his words were, "Can I speak very frankly with you?" And I was like, "Please do. I got this."
And
He called me on my shit. Um, so I think finding the therapist that you, what do the kids say today, vibe with?
that's probably an old term.
It's probably an old
That
term
was
by
probably
now.
15 years ago.
I think that's important too.
Mm-hmm. Well, there has to be this connection or this level of trust, or otherwise
Yeah.
you're just guarded. And if you go in guarded,
Right.
it's not very helpful because you can go to work guarded. I mean, you can
Right.
live your life that way.
100%. So did I get what I needed out of the first 2? I got what I allowed them to help me with.
And I think that's a good point. Just because you're going there is work. You have to open up to it,
Right.
find a good fit. Um,
Right.
there's lots of I've been learning that there's lots of different therapies, especially for depression,
Right.
than there has been before.
Yeah.
So mental health is a real thing, man.
Oh, absolutely. And I think we're finally getting to the point where we're accepting the fact that medication for mental health is needed.
Right.
It's
Well,
not
it's
a,
more normalized, maybe.
yeah. Because I certainly wasn't brought up with, and that could be part of the
No,
reason, but it
no,
was,
that was shame.
it was.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
If you were depressed, it just meant you were sad and you
Right,
needed to get over
right. Mm-hmm.
it.
Yep,
The
yep.
suck it up buttercup used to be
Mm-hmm.
something that I used all the time.
Children are seen and not heard.
Yep. Rub some dirt on it, walk it off. Um,
And that was their I mean, that they were all
Absolutely.
parents are doing the best they can with the information they have at the time.
Absolutely. So what I
And both our parents were very young.
yes. Um yeah. My mom, teen mom.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Mm-hmm.
and so and I'm the oldest. So we kind of grew up together and she really didn't get much of a childhood. Um
So yeah, I mean, you just everybody's got their own story
right,
and
absolutely.
stuff to deal with. Yeah.
So therapy for sure I think is helpful.
I feel like
Do I go
I
anymore?
feel like
No.
that's scripted, but okay. To each his own. I think we'll end
What?
now.
No.
No? Can
No.
we end?
No.
No.
No. Oh my gosh. Was it hard for me to say? Yes. Do I believe that therapy is helpful though? Absolutely. Because I really did get good things out of it. I really did. I would not be the picture of mental health that I am now.
You really did well trying to say that seriously. We're actually a whole lot healthier than we used to be, believe it or not.
Yes, I wouldn't have been able to laugh about this. I
True.
truthfully, I wouldn't have said anything about it.
True.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
therapy, I did not go for a long time, but I got what I needed and I got what I allowed.
I just like to give you shit.
I wouldn't know what to do if you.
I know.
I mean,
I know.
it's part of the therapy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It's friend therapy.
Mm-hmm. Didn't we read somewhere that if you're giving each other a hard time, it's actually a good relationship, a good friendship? I
Yes.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And highly intelligent people cuss.
Swear.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I am super smart.
Okay. So can we end now on that note?
No, we can't. We still have more to talk about with mental health.
We do?
How do we normalize it?
Oh, well, I think talking about it.
Yes.
I think us just talking about it helps to normalize it. Um, I don't. It's unfair to be stigmatized. Um, it's a much bigger problem than ever has been.
Right.
Um,
I don't know. I think mental health is hard to define as well because when I used to think about mental health, it was the paranoid schizophrenics and the bipolars.
mm,
That was the folks who needed the mental health help.
mm-hmm.
Um, but now I mean, my eyes have been opened.
Yeah.
So there's the depression, which I was blown away at how impactful depression can be.
Mm,
Because I did come from the folks who were just like, just get out of bed. It's okay. You put your feet over.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with your physical ability to get out of bed.
No. And it's also pretty easy to hide.
Absolutely.
People would be surprised that I have
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah. No, 100%. So I think you're right. Talking about it more, being open to the idea that therapy is, I don't know, I think it's super beneficial. Did I do it a lot? No. But I got stuff out of it.
Well, I think just having some form of support is helpful. I think that so many people are alone. And just knowing that you're not alone, and
Right.
a lot of people are struggling, if not most people are struggling. Life is
Right.
hard,
It is.
and
And if you don't have a support system, and that doesn't mean a partner, a life partner
mm-hmm.
only.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I mean, because you're my biggest support system. My kids are an amazing support system. If you don't have that,
It's very lonely.
I would think so.
Mm-hmm.
I would think so.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I would ask if folks are watching, and not if they're watching, because we're going to become so freaking famous that we're not even going to be able to walk down the street.
I think we got 4 views on the last video.
Okay. So one of those 4 people,
one of them might have been me.
The other one might have been me. I would hope that folks continue to support their friends, support their family, and you know what? Keep your mouth shut. If you can't say the old adage, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything.
Don't bring people down with your words.
Yeah. Applaud them for taking that step, for realizing that they have an issue
mm-hmm.
and that they're seeking help. It doesn't make them weak. In my mind, it makes them, and it's going to make me teary-eyed. It's gonna, it's gonna make those people, because those are the true folks that I think are incredibly strong to be able to say, I need help.
Absolutely.
That is something that I was never good at.
I'm not good at it either.
And that was something that,
yeah,
that damn it, therapy helped me with. And now I'm obviously a crier. Oh, but I feel deeply about this subject.
Well,
I really do.
It's hit us hard. It's hit us hard.
Yeah, it's in my family.
Well, and we see it. We see it a lot.
Yeah,
we see it a lot.
It's hard. So here's my tearful ending, because I'm going to have snot coming down pretty soon. So, if you don't have a support system, there's hotlines. There's got to be something out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, reach out if you can.
Yeah. Don't suffer alone.
No, I don't think there's any reason for that. Is it scary? Fuck yeah, it's scary. Mm-hmm. Is it scary to feel alone? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Is it scary to be vulnerable? Dudes, I'm crying on YouTube. Yes. The answer is yes. Is it needed? Absolutely. Does this need to be normalized? Yes. Does feeling deeply about mental health need to be normalized?
Yeah.
Even by somebody who tried to get rid of a PTSD diagnosis.
Denial is a very We've had that discussion before. Some people really mastered it.
Yeah, that would be my master class. I'll do a master class in.
It's a talent. It's a true talent.
In denial. Yeah, yeah. So now we can finish. Now that I've got tears. Good Lord, you know we're gonna cut this out, right?
No, we're not. We're done.